What is astronomy? According to the Oxford Online Dictionary, it is the branch of science that deals with celestial objects, space, and the physical universe as a whole. What the definition doesn't say is how the study of astronomy, or even just beginner stargazing, affects so many other aspects of human life, from art to Zentangling. Most people would say astronomy involves a lot of looking up, but astronomy also involves a lot of looking within, and often leads to some very unexpected outcomes or benefits. A few of these have been mentioned before in various fun facts, but I thought in honor of RASC's 2024 GA and astronomy enthusiasts everywhere, I would compile a few of them together. It may be a surprising ride. Number 1. Telescope structures have to achieve unprecedented weight-to-strength structural ratios and control vibrations efficiently. Much of the leading-edge development needed to meet these ever-increasing demands and requirements has been carried over to the latest theme park rides. Number 2. Astrophysicists understand the workings of stars, galaxies, and so on by solving equations. Nowadays, computers solve these equations extremely quickly and with a level of accuracy that was beyond our wildest dreams just 20 years ago. Many astrophysical systems are fluid dynamic simulations, and the algorithms used to study them have found applications in the oil and gas industry and right on through to computer games. Anyone recognize this game sound? If you guessed Space Invaders, you are right. Number 3. Let's talk optics. Techniques initially pioneered to make the Hubble Space Telescope mirror the most accurate ever ground have been carried over into the field of microlithography, a class of processes by which integrated circuitry is printed in quotations. The result is better made circuits and less costly manufacturing for all. Although 3D microlithography involves adding material rather than taking it away, it has now become a home hobby. My brother Rupert has a 3D printer and manufactured a model of the Eta-Carinae homunculus nebula for me. Number 4. Everyone knows and loves the fact that astrophotography creates gorgeous, jaw-dropping images. The raw data, however, comes in much less clean than the final product. Numerous algorithms and image analysis techniques, particularly using a process called the Fourier analysis, have helped astronomers improve and calibrate images. It really is not a surprise then that many of these techniques have been adopted into the medical field. Number 5. SETI at Home uses computers to look for alien signals in radio telescope data. The idea of farming out pieces of work to a cloud of computers wasn't new when the folks at UC Berkeley started using it, but SETI at Home really got people believing that this idea could be used effectively in many applications. Many people now run the SETI at Home client on their computer, and this idea has been extended to protein folding, molecular docking, and climate prediction. Number 6. And just how do you get where you are going? Accurate GPS operation relies on Einstein's theory of general relativity. Without taking this into consideration, the errors in the GPS positions would accumulate at the rate of 10 kilometers a day. There would be people lost all over this planet. But equally as interesting, how do we know that the GPS reference frame isn't drifting out of alignment somehow? Perhaps the best way to do this is to compare to a fixed number of objects in the sky. And quasars, among the most distant but bright objects known to us, are a good way to do this. ICRF2 reference frame, derived from 3,000 quasars, provides an ultra-precise celestial reference frame for GPS. Thank you, astronomy. Number 7. The technology that makes reading your email in a coffee shop possible, or for me at home gives me access to the internet to send this email to Paul, has astronomy to thank. A technique developed in the 1970s for analyzing signals from radio telescopes was applied by the same researcher 20 years later to reduce interference in radio-based computer networks. The algorithms required were then integrated onto chips that run the now ubiquitous 802.11 wireless standard. So, if you are texting a friend the GPS directions to meet you at Canada's Wonderland so that you can ride the 4-point G pulling Leviathan and afterward meet your doctor friend who wants to image your brains to check the effects of the spin for research, you can thank astronomy for all of that. And be sure to listen to Starset's Telescope on Spotify on the drive. Astronomy. It really has an effect on everything.